Double XP is now live in MLB The Show 23, which means from now on, any PXP or normal XP you get, it's gonna be doubled. Don't know why I felt the need to explain that. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys the best way to utilize your time so you can get as much XP as possible while gaining a ton of stubs and completing missions along the way. And if you're on a new gen console, it's all going to start out with Stadium Creator. If you're still on old gen, hang around, I'll show you an easier way to get XP as well. Stadium Creator just makes it a lot easier. So what you're going to do here is you are going to go through the vault and look for a stadium. I just recommend going up to the most popular section and finding a field that looks like it has a very short field. For example, this Kaminsky part right here is tiny. I mean, you go all the way out to the left field wall, look how short it is. This field can't be more than 300 down the line. It's tiny. It's very similar to Polo Grounds, except it's very short just all the way around. You make contact with the ball, a weak fly ball is gonna fly out of here. But once you find the stadium you like, you're gonna press start, go over to save changes, and you're gonna add that to your stadiums just so you have full access to it in any game mode you play. Now you see in my stadiums, we got that stadium here. The reason we chose this one is, once again, you want something that's just very short all the way around. This field's tiny. And also have it at max elevation. Coors Field's a perfect example of an MLB park of balls just flying out simply because where it's located. And it definitely plays a big difference in MLB The Show. You're gonna hit a lot more home runs with this stadium. The reason why that's important, if we go to any player, we'll use Randy here, go over to parallels, you can see the parallel XP metrics. Each home run he hits is worth 20, and on top of that, a run and an RBI. So if he hits a solo shot, plus 10 for a plate appearance, he's guaranteed to get 40 PXP. That's also going to be 40 XP you get towards the reward pack. So if he gets 40 and it's double XP, you now get 80 PXP for every solo home run that Randy gets. So he'll get 80 PXP towards paralleling, and you'll get 80 XP towards the Season 1 reward pack. That's a lot. And when I show you how many home runs you're actually going to hit in a simple 3-inning game, you're going to see why it's important to have a stadium like this. Again, if you're on new gen, go over to Create, go over to Stadium Creator. Just go over to most popular, because it's always going to be some of the most popular stadiums, and find one that just looks like it's insanely short and has max elevation. If it doesn't have max elevation, move on. For example, this stadium looks like it'd be really good. And then the stadium I'm using in the vault is Kaminsky Park. And then from here, you can really decide what you want to play and what you need to grind. So about a week ago, I put out a video showing you the best way to make stubs, and it had to do with Road to the Show. The best part about this stadium is you can use it in Road to the Show too. All you gotta do is go down to League and go down to Stadium Assign. Figure out where you play. We're in AA right now, and I would assign it not only to just your team, but every single team. So this way you play here every game. You just click on the stadium, you go over to Create, and you assign it. Super simple to do. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes to do it for every team, but it's gonna be worth it in the long run. And I made a video going over full details of how you should set up Road to the Show so it goes as fast as possible, but just go down to settings and make sure you have everything to where you are only batting. So go over to mode specific, we're gonna turn off player lock opportunities, no fielding opportunities, no base run opportunities, we just wanna hit. Once again, I go way more depth on a video, I'll link it up above towards the end. It's a great way to make stubs, especially on this reward path. Once you get to the diamond round, I think when I complete this, I made like 150k in stubs, so it's definitely worth it to do. But while we're grinding that out, we're going to be getting double XP towards Season 1 reward path, so just show you how much we're going to get. The double XP hasn't exactly started yet. We got about 30 minutes before it starts. I'm going to play a series right here just to show you how much you can get. We're playing our first game at our Create Stadium on beginner difficulty, and you see how easy it is to hit a home run, especially on the max elevation. Being on beginner, ball's just gonna fly out of the ballpark. That's gonna be 80 XP that we get towards reward path. And we're gonna hit another one here. It's just constantly doing this. May not be the most fun to do, but if you just put on Netflix, put on MLB, do whatever you need to do. Beats time, make a ton of stubs, and you're gonna get a lot of XP from doing this. And that was a shitty hit. We only get a base hit out of it, but we don't need to hit the ball very well for it to leave the park. So I'm gonna fast forward through a whole series just to show you how much XP you get. That's a prime example of not having to hit the ball well at all for it to leave the park. That's why you choose a stadium like this. What the f is this? Dude, this is beginner difficulty. CPU's over here cheating. So out of 5 games, I played 3 of them because I just simulate the pitching ones. I'm not even making it up. We got 4 minutes and 20 seconds for how long it took to get through that series. And we got about 1500 XP. This is without double XP even starting yet. You double that, we make 3000. So you're making 3000 XP every 4 minutes, let's say. So if you keep up that pace, you will make around 45,000 XP every hour. That's a ton of freaking XP, and along the way, you're gonna be earning a lot of stubs playing Road to the Show. May not look like it at the beginning here, but once you get to the gold and the diamond round, you make a ton of stubs based off the equipment and the perks that you get. So that's one way I recommend doing things. The other one is to come over and take a look at Team Affinity, see what you need done. I clearly am lacking here, so during double XP, I'm gonna need to grind out, get as much of this done as possible, but look and see what henchmen you have. So anything in this gold and diamond pack, take a look at what you have, plug them into your lineup for the division you want to try to get done. So for example, I'm working on the NL Central right now. So any henchmen that I have, I'll add to my lineup. Same with any captains that I've earned along the way, add them to the lineup, and then the rest are team builds. So I'm gonna pick one random team, we'll do the Brewers right here, I'm gonna fill the rest with Brewers. So all their PXP is gonna be doubled, so you're gonna get these done a lot faster. Then there's a couple things you can do from there. You can either come over and play Conquest, there's a new Conquest map, Jack Robinson, I think it's only 1 game, but if you haven't done any of the Team Affinity ones, I recommend doing those just because they give you 30,000 XP towards the program, which is a big chunk. In playing 10 games, you're good with double XP. You're going to be getting a ton of XP towards the reward path. You're also going to be gaining a ton of PXP towards these henchmen and other missions that you have. The other one would be to try out mini seasons. There's a couple different ones you can do. You can either do classic mode, Team Affinity, which gives you more vouchers towards Team Affinity, or you can do Lefty Loosey, but you're very limited on the lineup construction, so I would stick away from that. I would go with Team Affinity, play all the way through this. You don't need to play every game. Once you get to like 15 wins, you can probably just quit the rest out. You should be safe to make the playoffs, and if not, then you hop into a game just to make sure. You just need to get the 4 seed. But you'll get some rewards along the way, some show packs, some XPs, some stubs, ballin' packs. Then you get a Team Affinity bundle. You also get the Championship bundle, which has a bunch of packs, some stubs, and everything. But we really want these vouchers. This seems like a lot of vouchers you get. Like, this is insane. These are repeatable too. So we make the playoffs. You get 3 Team Affinity vouchers. You win the semifinals, you earn 3 more vouchers. So we're at 10. And then if you win championship, you get 4 more. So you get a total of 10 Team Affinity vouchers. Which those Team Affinity vouchers, if we exchange 5 of them, it's 20,000 XP. So each one, you can, if you want, get 40,000 XP towards the program. That's not even counting all the XP and missions you'll complete with henchmen, with team builds and everything. So within 15 games, I'd say you have to play, especially being in the stadium you're at, you're gonna get a lot of missions done, especially if you play at that super short stadium. So I probably recommend, if you're not done with Team Affinity yet, I kind of recommend you start out with this. Just because with how many games you play, you're gonna be getting a ton of XP. 3 inning games at a short field, these henchmen are gonna be getting a ton of PXP. And then if you can't do Stadium Creator because you're on old gen, what I recommend is playing every game at Coors Field. Anything you do, if you go into Road to the Show, use Coors Field. If you go into mini seasons, use Coors Field. It has max elevation, so the ball will at least fly out of the ballpark. So that's what I would focus on primarily during double XP, is grind out Road to the Show stuff so you can make stubs, or if you have all that done, because remember, you can do it 3 different times with 3 different ball player archetypes, 2-way, hitter, and a pitcher. I mean, you make about 150k each time, 450k stubs. That's nuts. Or grind out the Team Affinity. So either play mini seasons or do Conquest, some kind of CPU offline grind just to get as many XP as possible, because you're gonna hit bombs in that stadium. Let me know if this video helped you out. Let me know where you're gonna start with double XP. Subscribe to the channel if you're new for daily MLB The Show 23 content. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna leave the thumbnail for the best stub making method, which has to do with Road to the Show, where I kind of break down the settings you should have for it and the reward path and why it's so valuable to do. I think I opened all my packs in it and made about 150k stubs. So if you want a full breakdown explanation of that, check that out. The card will be in the top right hand corner. All you gotta do is click on it and it'll take you right to the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.